are at the Uvalde Plaza. This is where all of the crosses are to memorialize the kids. It's a very beautifully bittersweet thing. I'm glad that these children are able to be memorialized, especially in the center of the town, but also I wish none of the crosses were there and didn't even exist. I was born here, I've lived here all my life. It's a typical small town, everything you would expect from a small town community, a majority Latino, Hispanic population. It's kind of a everybody knows everybody type place, very religious. Jackie was the embodiment of a little sister. She was beautiful, she was loving, such a loving person. She loved food, school, animals, her family, her friends. She wanted to go to Paris, she wanted to travel. You have to have a little sibling to understand like what the embodiment of a little sister is. Bailouts and high-speed chases are very, very, very common. They happen all the time. So they usually put all the schools into lockdown when things like that happen, just for safety reasons. The first thing I did was message my sister was, hey, are y'all guys in lockdown too? And then you start seeing people's faces drop. People didn't think it was that serious until I called my mom and she said gunshots are going off. I was like, at Robb Elementary. So I was like, okay, it's getting a little serious now. I didn't actually find out that my sister had passed until they lifted the lockdown and I got out. I believe there was 12 different agencies that were there on site at Robb that day, and I can't think of one that didn't fail us. The day after, we heard that the governor was going to be holding a press conference, so we woke up really early and went to the high school auditorium to watch the governor speak. And I want to say right then and there is when my journey kind of started. He immediately was spreading misinformation. It was just so surreal knowing that the governor had failed to act before, and here we are now and he still has failed to act. And I've always had my own opinions, I've always been very outspoken, but never on the level that I am now. It took my sister's passing for me to finally do something. I've seen my community come together in beautiful ways, but I've also seen how hate can tear a community apart. The days following the shooting, there was so many people like here at the plaza that were pretty much packed to the sidewalk, and it's a beautifully bittersweet thing. As the months went by and we got very political, a lot of people didn't agree with that, but it is a very conservative town, so that's something you have to expect. Lives Robbed was created by 4 family members. Berlinda Ariola, she's the grandma of Amory. Kimberly is the mother of Lexi. My mom, the mother of Jackie Cazares, and Veronica Mata, who is the mother of Tess. The purpose of Lives Robbed is to honor the deceased children, the previous victims of mass shootings, and the potential victims of mass shootings, all other gun violence victims, not just mass shooting, but domestic violence, suicide, accidental shootings. Sometimes they go unnoticed, and I don't think are talked about enough. This sort of thing is going to happen, and people need to acknowledge that. But what we're trying to do is prevent it as much as possible.